Andy Campbell here with Tractor Zoom, and I'm joined by Matt Rash from AgriVision. Matt?
Yeah, good to see you, Andy.
Good. Do you want to begin by just explaining, who you are and what you do at AgriVision?
Sure, you bet. Yeah, Matt Rash, been with AgriVision Equipment since 2010, been in the used equipment manager role since 2014.
And so today, June 28th, we've got inventory reduction, and you're working with Hughes Auction. Yeah,
you bet. So kind of the decision on what to do there is that obviously there's a lot of online auctions going on right now, but I'm kind of an auction guy in the past as well and love watching auctions. Used to love going to auctions, so we kind of thought we'd change it up a little bit and have an on-site auction, give guys a chance to come out.
Good, yeah. And I mean, it's simulcast, so it's here in person, and I can see people walking around, actually being able to touch it, to walk into that, walk into that combine right there, and so it builds a little bit of excitement. I think it's
absolutely
built throughout the day.
Absolutely, we're expecting, roughly around 1,000 people here on site today for registered bidders. I know a few days ago when we were just checking, we already had 400 that had registered online. Looking for a good crowd today, and if nothing else, we know people like going out to auctions and just visiting with a neighbor, so that's always fun to see too. And I know you guys are going to talk to some farmers here later on, and it's fun just to kind of see what everybody's thinking for the crop this year and what they're looking at going ahead.
Kind of taking that perspective then and looking forward into the future. Let's take it near term.
Yeah.
The next 6 months. So
sure.
The rest of 2024. What's your take on what this equipment world is going to do?
I think it's been so far it's been a little bumpy. I think we still got some rough air probably ahead of us here for a little while yet, just because of all the amount of inventory that's out there still, even with all the auctions that have been going on. A lot of dealer repricing, and there's been a lot of units sold. I feel like the inventories are starting to drop, but there was just so much build-up demand after COVID, after the COVID years. We went hog wild on building, and now those levels are just at a point where we can't withstand it. So that was the main reason for the auction, and that's why a lot of people are moving equipment through the auction network. So I think until we get those levels back down to what's a sustainable level, we're going to see probably some softer values, and probably through my anticipation is probably through 2025 before we kind of come out of that and get it right sized.
Do you mind going into detail on some of the tools that you use within your dealership to help you understand the market and pull those levers?
Yeah, absolutely. So part of my role is that I'm looking at equipment daily. If a salesman comes out to a farmer's place to look at something to trade, they send that into our team, and then we do evaluations on that. One of the things we use on a daily basis is Tractor Zoom. It's a good way to then see actually not only what auction is doing, which is typically a leading indicator of what the retail side is going to do, 60, 90 days down the road. So that's something we watch those trends very carefully. If you start seeing those auction trends dropping, we know that there's going to be some headwinds on the retail side down the road. The other thing I love about Tractor Zoom is that I can look on the retail side and I can see then maybe everything that's advertised, but I can also then see when that last item sold. So we're standing here next to an S670 Hilco. I can maybe look on there and say, okay, here's one that sold retail, and it was advertised at $225,000. It sold this week. We have one that's similar to that, so I think I can probably ask something similar to that as well. So just a great tool to be able to use, not only forecasting ahead, but then looking at what today's market is as well.
Well, best of luck today in this
appreciate
auction.
it.
We're going to be following this thing, and then once it's all said and done, we'll be reporting too. And so
awesome.
We'll
appreciate you guys coming out. I think it's going to be a great day, and hope to see everybody here.
Oh, you want to talk about a honey? Right here it is. I'm down here. What am I going to do? Who'll give 100,000? 100,000. I got 90 to 95.
Lot number 127 and lot number 128. We're going to choice these two S660s. John Deere S660s. Lot number 127's got 1,841 SEP. Lot number 128's got 1,698 SEP hours. Lot 27, lot 20, 128, John Deere S660s.
I'm an $80,000 to 25. You tell me, sir. $80,000 to 25 there, 82.5. I'm an $80,000 to 25 there, 82.5, 82.5, $82,000 to 5, 82.5, 80,000. 81, now 2, now 3, try something else that didn't work, 4, 5, 84 to the 5, I'm at 84 to the 5, $20,000 to 2, 5, $20,000 to 2, 5, 22.5, and I.
Here we go, lot number 149. This is going to be a 2023 John Deere 6155M. It's got the 620R loader.
Oh, you want to talk about cleaner a houndstooth? Right here it is, boys. Lot number 149, 2023 John Deere 6155M. Who gives 200,000? Get two, they would have been 200 pound under to 175. Yep, 175 to the 180, 175 to the 180, 175 to the 180 pound, 175, 180, and total to you, sir, $175,000. Put them on buyer number 462. 462, thank you.
So this is Andy Campbell with Tractor Zoom here at the Rice and AgriVision Inventory Reduction Auction. I want to have you guys introduce yourselves, and then we'll go from there.
Well, it's along with my good friend and partner here, Hughes Auction and Rice Auction Company. We came over to Pacific Junction, worked for AgriVision Equipment Group today. I think overall we had an outstanding auction, wouldn't you say, Al?
Yeah, so we've been working on this project for about 75 days. So we were fortunate enough that AgriVision, their Pacific Junction location, is kind of our hometown, and Jake would be about 90 miles east of here. So it was nice that they entrusted us, the local companies, to take care of their inventory reduction sale, and we're just extremely happy with how it went.
So you talked about the lead time to get this whole thing ready. How does a completely in person, I mean it was simulcast, but how does this differ in preparation from a typical auction that's just held online?
Well, I'd say the setup, Al. I mean, everything has to be cleaned, obviously, but when it comes to a live auction, as you can see, the amount of work it takes to put it in order and make it flow. I mean, you can put an auction together and it doesn't flow, and it just makes for a long day. I guess I didn't do the math. How long do we get through this, Al? 159 lots, and
we got from 10:30 to 3 o'clock. So 10:30 Central Time to 3 o'clock Central Time, and we got through it. But I think one thing about a live auction that we kind of have passion for is basically it's a production. You know, you've got to create the facility to where it can house the amount of people that are here. I mean, you start off with simple things as porta pots at the beginning, and where they're going to park, and how are you going to feed everybody, and then we take that equipment and we take it like it's our own. We kind of take it and we get it cleaned up if it needs it. It's more personal for us. It's like we feel like we're selling our own stuff, and we're doing whatever we can for the seller.
What's your take on how well the equipment did today, considering where the market's at?
I think overall today, Al, you can agree or disagree with me. I think we had a very, very strong sale, and I think it has a lot to do with the live auction part. A lot of these companies have, you know, they don't like the work. They like to do the online only, which we love to do. We do a lot of online sales. We're behind it 100%, but we just thought today, you know, the fit for this was going to be a live combined with the online. So I thought it was a very strong sale myself. I personally am very happy with the results, and I guess we'll find out later if everybody else is. But I feel like we've done a really good job today.
Appreciate all you guys did. This was a great auction.
You bet. Thanks to our friends at Tractor Zoom.
Okay, thank you.